Hello everyone, welcome back once again to Nancy Drew, the Haunted Carousel, where today my main goal, I think, is to look for that stupid stenography book, article, internet page, web page, that's what they're called. I don't know, I'm gonna take one last look at this. I don't think anything's on here, but we're just gonna look. Now the only other place I can think of that has books in it, that I can't get access to, but I think they're there, is in Joy's office. I don't know if anyone else can help me with this, or not. Yeah, there's definitely nothing about it in there. I don't think I can click on anything else in here, because I think I got everything out of here that I needed to.
Come in handy.
I've already used those, have I not? Well, I guess we'll just take some more of them, just in case. I don't think we need them anymore, though.
Any luck with the name? I'm still working on it.
She has books right there. Ask her if she has one that will tell you how to read stenography. Please, Nancy. I don't know what to do about that. Do I have to call somebody? We have somebody else to call, actually. Why don't I do that? But back in my hotel room. Also, while we're here, we can check our computer and see where it is. Where is it? Okay, what about this? Does this help at all? No? Nothing in here helps, I don't think. We've done a lot. Basically, all we need to do now is call that one person and translate the note. I think that might actually, honestly, be everything we need to do, other than keep checking email, but I just did that, so that doesn't matter. Also, we have this flag game, which I'm sure is gonna have to come up at some point. Maybe I should just try it. Why not? What do I have to do? I didn't actually read it. Hang on. Maybe I should actually read the instructions. Line up 3 flags in a row. Line up 4 flags in a row. 5 flags in a row. That's not bad. I thought I had to learn what these flags meant, which is why I kind of avoided it up till now. But I don't, so there we go. I'm curious to see if this helps me solve anything whatsoever. I kind of doubt it. But hey, I'm here now. Right, I don't think any of that helped me. So, let's call that one other number we found. I don't remember which one it was or, like, who it is, but I should know it when I see it, hopefully. This one. I think it's this one.
Sukov.
My name is Nancy Drew. I saw the article you wrote about Rolf Kessler in the Collector's Hot Sheet magazine.
That was several months back, but go on.
Well, seeing as you're pretty much an expert on Kessler as well as carousels, I wondered if you could answer a question or two for me.
I'd be delighted.
Alright, but, I mean, I don't know that I really need this, but,
Did you by any chance hear about the horse that was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove Amusement Park in New Jersey? It was one of the carousels that Kessler carved.
Yes, I did, and I thought, how odd. Because, you see, I'd gotten a call from someone about a month prior to that asking me how much I thought one of those horses would be worth.
Really? Do you have any idea who it was that called?
None whatsoever. He never gave me his
you
name,
say.
nor did he say where he was calling from. The thought that I may have actually encouraged someone to mutilate a work of
and it
art.
was in Elliot's workshop. So, he's super suspicious now.
How much would a horse from a Kessler carousel be worth?
Depending on its condition, whether it's an inside horse or an outside horse, whether it's the lead horse, anywhere from $80,000 to well over $100,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is. But Kessler carved horses for only 5 carousels in his lifetime. So not only is each horse exquisitely beautiful, but it's very rare, especially if it's the lead horse.
The lead horse?
The outside horse, just behind the chariot, the place where you can sit instead of ride. It's traditionally the most ornately carved horse on the carousel, hence the most valuable.
Okay, and I think that is the one that was stolen, if I remember the position
correctly. Did you hear about
correctly.
how the carousel at Captain's Cove is now allegedly haunted because one of the horses was stolen?
Yes, what a wonderfully romantic piece of nonsense.
Do you have any idea why someone would be going to the trouble of making the carousel turn on and off by itself?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Really?
I think that someone wants publicity. Whoever stole the horse wants people to know that it's gone so that when he or she goes to sell it, there will be a whole slew of eager buyers.
But we're talking about stolen property. Are you saying people would willingly buy something they know was stolen?
We're talking about
I was gonna say, you've heard of the black market.
Great works of art get stolen by thieves and bought by less than scrupulous collectors all the time.
If someone did steal that horse off the carousel in order to make money off of it, what would be his or her next move? How would they go about selling it?
Well, the thief would probably get a middleman to set up a bidding war between several buyers in order to get the highest price. The internet comes in very handy in such matters.
Yes, it has. Well, that's interesting, but not really the
The
information I
pleasure was
need,
all
because I
mine.
need to learn how to read stenography. Read my mind and my lips game. Well, folks, I don't really know what I'm doing now, because that's kind of all I have to do. I think, what I am going to try really quickly is I'm going to try to go back into the haunted house and see if I can go in that room now without almost dying. I don't know if I'll be able to find anything or not,
It's
but
locked.
I know it is, Nancy, but I have no other ideas, literally no other ideas, so here we go. Somebody's down there now. Can I pop down there and see them? Or do they run away because they hear me coming? Although, where would they run to? Let's see, where is this remote? We've got this remote here, there we go. And then we've got this key.
It's locked.
I picked up the key, there we go. Down we go. I don't know if this is a good idea, but she still won't investigate the pufferfish. I feel like this is an important thing you should investigate, but hey, what do I know? So is this not actually the workshop then? Because this is really, really tiny, and like, someone was just down here, but they're not here now. And they couldn't have escaped without me knowing, so... Well... See, now this thing is broken. It's missing an arm. I feel like I remember having to find an arm for this at some point, although I don't know why, and I don't know where it is. So, I think my standard here is to just talk to everyone. Elliot is still gone. Elliot is still gone, which suggests to me that there is there is something else in here.
Tails.
Yeah, they do. So can I look at... No. So we've got horsetails. Is that important? Is there a reason I needed to look at that other than that it's kind of suspicious? Ingrid, you don't happen to know anything. No, of course not.
Thanks for your help. No big deal.
You're just poking away at that gear, or whatever it is. Still. So, Harlan. I haven't talked to Harlan yet today.
Hey Nancy, what's up?
And he also has absolutely nothing. So, I'm looking at my email, because I did look up how to do this or where to find this, and like, it looks like there's a gap between this one and this one, which makes me think maybe I missed an email somewhere. So I think I know how to get it. I have to call Bess and George, I think, from what I understand, but I have to figure out which option to pick when I call them. Ah! Oh my god! This is why I should have gone through all these options. Look, it's right there. It's right... Where did it go now? Where did it go now? Right here.
I need you guys to do
there
something
we go.
for me.
How is that? They're not normally required for it, are they?
Say no more. We'll do some research and get right back to you.
It better be right back. What, I couldn't do that myself? The internet exists in this version of Nancy Drew. Why couldn't you just look it up yourself, Nancy? Alright, well, obviously it won't come when I'm looking at my email. It'll come when I turn around and go out the door, probably. But hopefully they get back to me sooner rather than later, because I need it, guys. No, they didn't call me. Well, maybe I'll just look anyway then. Nope, not yet. Well, what am I supposed to do until you figure this out? Just email me with some websites and I'll do it myself. I feel like this is probably one of the last things, or possibly the last thing, that's keeping me from- Thank you!
Hello?
Keeping me from solving
We got some
this.
stuff on stenography. Oh, so now it's we, huh? Okay, George found most of it, surprise, surprise. But I helped.
Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
So go back to the hotel and check your laptop. We emailed a little tutorial to you. But you gotta promise to let us know what the note you translate says.
It's not that
promise.
interesting, guys,
Thanks
and
again,
most
you
of it's
guys.
already translated. Anyway, thank you for doing that for me. I could have done it in the 5 minutes it took for you to call me, but why would I do that? There we are. Oh no. Oh boy, okay. Great. So I have to learn this myself, do I? Let's see. Shorthand is a system of writing words quickly, yeah, I knew that. Oh, so you write an I instead of writing an I? That doesn't seem like shorter to me, but okay. For S is a small comma. A is a small circle. I am not going to remember this. Say. Oh, you hook them all together. I gotcha. Okay, so you loop it around. Some words in stenography are read from top to bottom and some from left to right. Then how are you ever supposed to learn it? So ace looks like a 9. I don't know that this is necessarily going to help with what I have to translate. But here we go. Letters that are not pronounced are not written down. Many of the words contain silent letters. Below each word, type the letter that is not pronounced. There we go. Alright, that was easy. That still doesn't help me, but we are learning. The shorthand for E is smaller circle than A. Okay. shorthand for N is a very short forward line, and M is very long. The stroke for M is definitely twice as long in this picture, but okay. There we are. Alright, sane. That looks bigger than... Oh, the A is the big one, the E is the small one. What's O then? Now I'm confused. What is the O? What was O? Oh boy. Okay, so this is M-O-N... M-O-M-E... Men? There we are. Alright, and then this one has to be... N-A... Oops. Name, maybe? Yes, there we go. I am gonna have absolutely no luck translating this actual note. Dear Lord, look at all this I have to learn. Okay, so O's like a little U-looking thing, R is like a little loop, and then I is a really long curve. L is a really long curve. Okay, so that's M... O... Mole? Woo! I'm getting there! S... A... L. Sail? Alright, and then we've got... is that an E or an A again? No, it's gotta be an E, right? N-E... Wait, I have to go back. You know what? I don't know if I can be bothered with this. I just want to look at this note and then compare it to this. So, U is represented by a tiny upward hook. That means the word should be capitalized. Okay. So, that... A big swoop's a G, a little swoop's a K. God, this is like... Is this how doctor's writing came about? Okay, so let's look at this note and see if I have any idea what's going on. Where is it though? Is it this one? No, it's not that one. It is... this one? Okay, so it should be capitalized. It's got an up swoop and a down swoop. But I don't remember what the up swoop and the down swoop was, so let's look. There we go. Okay, so the up swoop... The down swoop is either a K or a G. And the and the down swoop is either an R or an L. KR doesn't make sense. KL doesn't really make sense. So it's probably GR or GL. Okay, what's the rest of this note look like? And they're both about the same size, so I'm gonna go with GL because I think that was the bigger one, right? And then we've got a little U, which I think is O, right? Let me take another look. Yeah, the little U is an O. Oh, come on. And then we've got a whoop-de-doo and a circle. This is the whoop-de-doo, right? Is that another one of those? Yeah, but it's very tiny. Okay, so it's... And then it ends with a... E? And it's capitalized. Glory?
The name of the carousel horse is Glory.
Yes! That was easier than the examples they gave me. If you ask me. But there we go. Right. So we did that. Finally, it took us long enough. Let's get out of here and tell Joy about the horse. And I think, like I said, this is basically the last thing we have to do, or definitely close to the last thing we have to do, so I think we might actually wrap up this mystery today. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes.
Any luck? I know the name of that carousel horse your mother bought you. Glory.
Glory. That's right! Glory! My mother gave him to me for my birthday. My 4th birthday. She died in a car accident that very night.
How awful. No wonder you forgot how much you love the carousel. It would have reminded you of your mother.
I hated the park after my mother died. I hated the carousel. And I hated that horse.
I mean, I guess that does explain her aversion to this place, but why would she work here?
I had my father destroy it.
But your father did not destroy it. Instead, he stored it. He hoped that someday, with the help of
Miles, the magnificent memory machine,
you would come to terms with your past. And because that is what you are doing, here is the third and final riddle.
The third one?
For the book you and I used to read about Kessler and Amelia So Kind. Give her nickname a spin on spook number 10. Then the brass prize arrange on its forearm so strange. And something long lost and cherished you'll find.
What? There was so much information in that. I've got a brass ring.
We're in the home stretch. What do you say we do the rest of this together?
No. Nancy,
It's your memories, not mine.
I turned the power off to the roller coaster and caused the accident that shut down the park. I blamed Miss Santos for my father's death, just like I blamed that horse for what happened to my mother.
Was she
I
even
feel
involved?
horrible.
Or alive?
Keep going without
I mean,
me,
she was
Nancy.
probably alive.
I have to go see Miss Santos and apologize.
So I guess I'll just go call Tink, and then God knows what the rest of that riddle said.
This is Tink.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew. Did you land that fish?
I don't want to talk about it. May I answer your question?
According to the late Daryl Trent, you have a book about Rolf Kessler and his wife.
Not anymore, I don't.
You don't have it?
Daryl Trent was kind of an oddball, you know what I mean? So when he gave me the book, I said I'd hang on to it just to humor him. As soon as he died, I pitched it.
Did you ever read the book yourself?
Nah, not really. I just kind of glanced through it.
Maybe you can help me. Kessler apparently had a special name for Amelia.
Who's Amelia?
Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
I'm curious, who do you think stole that horse off the carousel?
Kids. Staring at each other, doing stupid kid stuff. Or maybe somebody just liked the way old Nightshade looked and wanted him for himself. I don't know.
Nightshade?
That was its name. Nightshade. Kessler gave all of his horses names, painted them on their bridles.
Okay.
Have fun fishing.
I mean, I don't know if that helps, but okay, so he knows nothing, so that's good news. I suppose, then... Amelia was his wife, I think, so maybe it's in this article over here. Maybe it said and I missed it, or maybe it's... Yeah, can I look at this thing, please? Oh, damn. Alright, well, maybe it's in this book, then? That's just generic carousels. You don't happen to know it, do you?
I have a theory. Someone stole that carousel horse, then made it look like the carousel was haunted, so the publicity would make the horse worth more on the black market.
I'd be impressed, except for one thing. No amount of publicity can change the fact that the stolen horse was not carved by Rolf Kessler.
The thing is, I just found out who bought the carousel horse that was replaced years ago. The horse that was stolen was definitely not the one that had been replaced.
Well, then I guess I stand corrected.
All that wood you recently ordered, what did you say it was for?
Okay, if you want to know the truth, I was gonna try my hand at carving a carousel horse to replace the stolen one. I didn't want to tell anybody in case I stank at it.
Well, it's still slightly suspicious, but...
Why would you need several tails if you're just carving one horse?
You know, Nance, I've got a lot of work to do. And much as I love our little gab fests, my work just ain't getting done. So I'm afraid, as of now, this chat room is closed. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, I mean, he's still slightly suspicious, but I guess that's slightly less suspicious than he was before. Can I just ask everybody?
Hello, Nancy. How
I mean, I
goes it?
can.
Thanks
It's
for your
not gonna help me, is it?
Remember,
Sukov.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew again. I have another question for you about
there we
Rolf
go.
Kessler. A very
I
important
thought so. I
question.
thought we had called somebody about,
Would you
Kessler.
happen to know the nickname Rolf Kessler gave his wife, Amelia?
Of course I do. At least, I thought I did. It was an Austrian term of endearment, rather common. Oh, come on, Anton, think.
Yes, please.
Spazi. That
There
was
we
it.
go. Yes.
Spazi.
I know it.
S-P-A-T-Z-I. He always called her Spazi.
Has anyone ever forged a carousel horse? You know, carved a copy of a Kessler or something, then passed it off as the real thing?
Oh, yes. I've been called in to authenticate horses that turned out to be mere replicas at least a dozen times in my career. Some forgers will make several copies of the same horse. I remember a case where 3 people claimed to have the exact same loof. Interestingly enough, all 3 of them were fakes.
Thanks for all the info.
Glad to help.
Okay, so now we know her nickname. I'm guessing Spook number 10 has something to do with this broken thing in there. So she's the mechanical person. I'm gonna go talk to her, see if she
Hello,
knows where the
Nancy.
arm is.
How goes it?
Or not. Or
Thanks for
I
your help.
also am not going to
Remember,
do that thing.
niacin.
Fine, I'll go look at it again. I said earlier it's missing an arm, Nancy. Did you miss that conversation? Why do we have to go back here and look at it? Because, I mean, where else would Spook number 10 be? Unless I'm looking at this one? Nope, not looking at that one.
Looks like Spook 10 is missing an arm.
I saw that before! Why did I have to go back and look at it again? You could have said that earlier and we would have saved a trip to the haunted house. Not that I don't love the haunted house, but seems unnecessary. Now I'm assuming you're gonna help me with that.
hello, Nancy.
There we
How
go.
goes it?
There's a dummy in the haunted house that's been red
These
tagged.
people.
It's missing an arm. Any chance it'll be up and running again in the near future?
Got the arm right here. Just needed a battery. That's one of the dummies Joy Trent's father created. Probably why the circuitry is so bizarre. It works though, so just reattach it. You'll need pliers.
Conveniently, I have those.
Oh, and don't forget to take the red tag back to Spy Master Bishop.
Thanks for
I
your
will.
help.
Remember, niacin.
You've told me that every time I've talked to you. I won't forget it, trust me. Okay, so now let's pop this arm back on here. And, pop this arm back on here. Get the red tag, go back to Harlan. Once we do that, will something happen? Again, half that riddle is just lost to me because there were so many words. So let's pop that on there. Let's plier it up. Boop. Plier it on. Do I have to keep going? That's probably fine, right?
Oops, I guess it wasn't attached after all.
Fine. I thought tightening it too much would be worse than not tightening it enough, but here we are.
That looks tight enough.
Oh, you tell me when it's tight enough. Okay, let's pop this.
It's been red tagged.
Yes, I know.
I need to take this red tag back to Harlan.
Nancy, please. We know all this. I know all this. It has been told to us several times. Please stop telling me what to do. She literally said take the tag back to him herself. We didn't have to redo it.
Could you please turn the juice back on to the dummy in the haunted house that Ingrid was fixing? Here's the tag.
You've really got the system down, don't you? I'll just flip the switch and you'll be good to go.
I'll see you around.
Now, I think it said something about the brass ring as well, so I have to do something about the brass ring. But I don't know what or why it's important. But I have it, so at least I don't have to go do that. So now I have to put the brass ring on this spook, do I? And then I have to do something, enter her nickname? Why was the nickname important? What are we do? Oh, okay. Here it is, yeah. Is this just to help Joy? Because I don't really care. I just want to get into- I just want to know who the culprit is. Okay. What happened? What happened? Why did it turn its arm? What am I supposed to do now? Oh, wait. I just said it, didn't I? Put the ring on it. There we are. This is it, what? Is this the actual workshop?
Yeah, these stairs sure don't feel very safe.
Am I gonna fall through them? Please don't fall through them, Nancy. What did I just say? Oh, no! Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, these must be jewels from that jewel
How
heist.
did no one find that if they disconnected that
I
easily?
should probably take these with me.
Yeah, alright, well, at least we found that.
Father must have left it for her.
Okay, grab
My
this.
dearest Joy, I hope Miles and his riddles have helped you remember how much you adored this horse and how dearly you loved the woman who gave it to you. I found this picture of her years ago, but I didn't want to give it to you until I knew you were ready. She loved you more than anything, Joy. We both did, Dad. P.S. If you want to see where Glory was carved, look for Kessler's symbol on the wall. I could never spend a lot of time in there. Very strange vibes.
So we're looking for a black rose. The symbol's a black rose, right? 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 Which is this? Presumably. There we go.
This was Kessler's
I mean, it was
workshop.
right there. I didn't really have to look very hard. Right, so what was that other, like, useless room for? Why was it even there? There are a lot of copies of this horse down here. What am I looking at? What do we have here? Already have 2 potential buyers. They learned about the hauntings and are champing at the bit. That's appropriate. Okay. Took me longer than I thought. Won't have the first horse ready to ship for 3 weeks. The second horse will be ready in 5. Oh, so he has a bunch of tails because he is making I mean, they said it was male voice and all this, and he's the one who had all the carousel stuff in his, like, room and area?
Horse that was stolen.
So, like, I don't know. At this point, the culprit is not a surprise because I'm about 500% sure it's
Somebody's
Elliot.
been making reproductions, or should I say forgeries.
Like, a lot of them, too. Look at all those horse heads. Look at that. That's so many horses. Seems unnecessary. Like, after a while, right, you're gonna run out of, like, people are gonna catch on to the fact that you're making fakes. Well, I think we've done all we can here. So, let's get out.
Nancy.
I knew it was you.
What have you done?
It's what you've done. You stole the
That's
horse,
not what the
you
door looked like
fabricated
before.
the whole haunted carousel thing to increase its value, and now you're making not just one forgery, but several.
You think?
You let everyone believe you were just a hopeless procrastinator. But this is the real reason you're behind in your work, isn't it?
Right on all counts.
Of course I am.
Unfortunately, you're not going to get to tell anyone else. Ever.
No, wait. Look what I have.
Oh!
They're diamonds.
Immediately
Real
bargaining
diamonds.
with the
Someone
stolen
stole them
jewelry.
23 years ago and stashed them in the park.
Well, well, little icing on the cake.
He's still gonna kill us, Nancy. Now he's just rich.
That's right. You want them? Here.
Ouch! Hey!
I've got to get out of here.
Run for it, Nancy. Run for it, Nancy. Nancy. Run for it. There we go. Keep going. Oh, how'd he get out?
Trapped. I've got to get out of here.
I've got you, Nancy. You're cornered.
What? How am I cornered? How am I cornered? Smack him in the face with the sign. There we go. Yes. Oh no, that's a staircase. Oh god, he's dead.
Elliot, so don't bother making plans for tonight. Or the next 10 years.
You just killed him, Nancy.
Dear Ned, after trapping Elliot, I managed to pry the exit open and had Harlan call the police. Elliot admitted to stealing the carousel horse and planning the remote control device. He knew that publicity from the hauntings would increase the value of his forgeries. Needless to say, he's gone back to not liking me. Harlan, on the other hand, adores me.
God,
because
no.
not only did he share the credit for busting Elliot, but his sudden fame brought him 3 job offers. He's staying on at Captain's Cove out of loyalty to Paula, but he's happy knowing that being an ex-con will probably never be an issue for him again. As for Ingrid, she promptly attributed Elliot's bad behavior to a deficiency in some mineral I couldn't pronounce. And Joy, when I gave her the picture of her mother, she started smiling and has yet to stop. Inventing Miles was the best thing her late father could have done for her. In fact, when I went to the park to say goodbye just now, she wasn't in her office. She was riding the carousel. Ever yours, Nancy.
She looks so uncomfortable. Ooh, what did I win? Magellan? Cool. Is that it? Is that all I won? Oh.
You have reached 555-4468. I can't come to the phone right now, so please leave a message.
Hi, Bess. Hi, George. Well, thanks to you guys, I'm leaving here and flying directly to the Pacific Northwest for some much-needed R&R. George, I just got off the phone with that marine biologist friend of yours. She insisted I stay with her, and she even said she'd take me whale watching on the tour boat she owns. Anyway, thanks for arranging this little vacation, you two. 1 whole week of peace, quiet, and sitting around doing nothing. This is gonna be awesome. Bye!
I think the next one is Danger on Deception Island. Yeah, I've never played this one, so I'm excited you're gonna get to see, like, some of these I have at least played before, even if I don't remember anything about them, but that will be fun. That'll be another new one for me. Or a new one for me. I think I've played most of the others before this, but anyway, thank you for joining me for this Nancy Drew adventure. Freaking Stenography held me up there for, like, a good few episodes. If I had been able to see that or find that sooner, I probably could have finished last episode. Maybe. I liked that one. It wasn't as spooky as I would have liked, and it was... I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this one as a whole. Like, I liked it, but it also wasn't very good, if that makes any sense. Like, I had fun with it. I feel like maybe a lot of it was devoted to finding riddles for Joy, who was apparently not interested in learning about her past, as opposed to, like, actual puzzles that felt like they had any purpose. But in general, it was fun. I don't know, I feel like something about the mystery wasn't quite as there as I would have liked it to be, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I will see you for the next Nancy Drew. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, and if you enjoy Nancy Drew, I do an episode every Tuesday, so if you want to see any more, consider subscribing. I also do some other stuff, but Nancy Drew is on Tuesdays. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you next week. See you then.